Welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you what role makes the most cash in Red Dead Online. First, do me a favor. Write down in the comment section below. Tell me if you can send me your bathwater. I got into a fight with the water company and they shut off my water, so I'm getting really thirsty. You may be wondering why I don't just buy a water bottle, and if you're assuming that I just want your bathwater, you disgust me. I have a perfectly good explanation for this. So the naturalist role, if you were selling the samples to Harriet, you're going to be making about $130 to $170 an hour. If you were selling the skins to Gus, you're going to be making about $216 to $277 an hour. Now keep in mind, I am assuming you're doing the 3 legendary animal missions, because I have not really seen any other players doing something else, and if you're only sampling random animals that you find, you're probably going to make like $30 an hour, which is almost nothing. I'm going to group naturalist and trader together, because I see a lot of people give their pelts to Crips instead of Gus, and that will get you more money over time. With Crips, you're going to be making about $166 if you're doing a short distance delivery per hour. If you're doing a long distance, it'll be $208 per hour. So this next part may be a little confusing for some of you, and if you are confused at all and have any questions, please write them in the comments down below. I'll gladly help any one of you. So let's get right into it. On average, for every pelt you sell to Gus is going to be about $83 in cash. If you give those pelts to Crips though, you're going to get about $110 worth of goods. So on average, the trader takes about 3 hours to complete, and each time it's completed, it's worth $625. Over 3 hours, if you're selling those pelts to Gus, you're going to make about $747 on average. Now, it takes about 5 pelts to fill up a Crips to 100 goods. So that's $625 there for those 100 goods. But when you have those 100 goods, you're going to have 4 pelts left over, which is worth about $440 extra of goods. Next up, we're going to do Moonshiner. So Moonshiner is a little bit different than most of the roles because it's got a mash fee, which is the fee that it costs to start production of a batch of Moonshine. So I've calculated that in by doing this. In about a time frame an hour, you have enough time to deliver it, start up the batch, and do 1 bootlegger mission, which will take off about $20 of your mash fee. So that brings the mash fee down from $50 to $30. So you just subtract $30 from the amount of money you make per hour, and that's what you get. So 3-star Moonshine, $217 an hour. With 2-star Moonshine, that's $197 an hour, and 1-star is $176 an hour. So Collector is pretty much impossible to calculate right now, because with this Naturalist update, the Collector role has received a nerf of where the collectibles are almost impossible to find because you can no longer find them on a map. Before, if you just googled up a Red Dead Online collectible map, you could find every single collectible in the game, where it is and in what time, and you could make upwards of $700 an hour off that map. But with this recent update, it has changed that, and it is now almost impossible to calculate how much money you're going to be making off Collector. You could be making a good amount if you end up getting lucky and finding a set, or you could be making almost none because you're going to have trouble finding any collectibles. Alright, with our last row, we got Bounty Hunter. With Bounty Hunter, coincidentally, you're making about the same as a male stripper. Wait, not that I would know. But with Bounty Hunter, you're making about $120 to $170 an hour, and this is the only role where you're going to be making gold off every mission you do. With the other roles, you can only make gold off like stuff like daily challenges and stuff like that. But with this, you are making a good amount of gold. You're making 1.5 gold per hour. Now I just want to talk about a few of my opinions on the roles. So if you're first starting out and you're looking to get your first role of Red Dead Online, I would recommend getting the Bounty Hunter, because that is one of the cheaper roles at only 15 gold to buy. And you're going to be making gold off that so you can work your way towards other roles. Where with the other roles, you're only going to be making cash. Now if you're just here for the money, you greedy bastard, I would recommend a combination of 3 different roles. The first one being Trader, because that is very passive money. You normally don't have to do too much work for that. Meaning, you just give animal parts to Crips and he does the work for you. The second one being Moonshiner. Moonshiner is also a very passive role where you don't have to do too much work for it. So you can have those two running simultaneously and you'll be making a good amount of money. The third one is Naturalist, because that is the easiest way to fill up crypts by far. I can do all 3 of those legendary animal missions within a span of probably 20 minutes, and I'll already have one. Alright, if you already have your trader going, then you're set. So you got your Moonshine going, you got your trader going, and you're just going to be able to keep them running forever. Now with Moonshiner, you're probably going to have to do 2-star Moonshine, because 3-star Moonshine requires a collectible, whether that be Creek Plums or one of the alcohols, I can't remember exactly, but it's pretty hard to do that consistently with this new collector nerf. If you follow all of these 3 roles that I just listed, you're going to be making a whopping amount of money. I would also recommend doing a few bounties if you have time between those. And if you do everything I just said, you're going to be making a crazy $465 per hour. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you didn't, please let me know. I would always like to change for the better. I'll see you in the next one.